back, everyone, to another episode. We are here for another episode of everyone's favorite place to be on a Wednesday morning. Where else would you rather be on the internet on a Wednesday morning, Brandon? But right here at Practice, the show. Welcome back to another episode of everyone's favorite place to be on this Wednesday evening, Pitch Practice,
The show.
the show. My name is Mark, and I am the guy behind the Mental Marketer and the private Facebook group Funnel Building 101. I teach the newest art and science of funnel building to help content creators sell other people's stuff.
Brandon here with BKXX Enterprises, your chief business strategist and digital plumber. Getting those funnels hooked up online properly to eliminate any leaks that you may have in your process. So you save money on those ads and make more money in the end. Man, dude, we only got, today's the 3rd.
Yeah.
We got like 27 days left until the end of the year. 28, December 31st.
I think it's 29 actually till January the 1st. When you count the days, 7, 14, 21, 28.
I'll just count to the 31st. Nobody works on New Year's, so they should. It's the first day of the year, get started right, but everybody's all hungover and, partied out. But surprisingly, most businesses, I tell you, they're not going to actually get started until the 5th. So 5 days into the new year, dude, you're already behind. You are already behind because the 2nd's on a Friday, New Year's Day's on a Monday is bank holiday. They're like, screw it, just take Friday off too. You got the weekend, and then you come back to 5th, dude. That's a whole week. You're giving up. It's a whole week you're giving up. So imagine doing some work on the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, and being 3 days ahead of the competition, who, starts rolling out of bed on the 5th to get back to the grind.
Yeah, I think, and you know what? I think, in honesty, I think that's really a good time to get in front of your customers too. But I'll tell you one thing. When you're going into your Christmas strategy, I know that when you go into your Christmas strategy, you should actually be thinking about how to increase those Christmas sales even after the buying frenzy has ended. And if you're familiar, I'll give you a little bit of a little insight into what we're doing, and that is, we're adding little gift certificates that are redeemable for dollars after the holidays have ended. So who's there's a few retailers out there that are notorious for giving out these points and saying, here, get $15 off your next order. Here's $10 blank cash. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, Kohl's is notorious for it. My wife lives.
I wasn't gonna say
off Kohl's cash. I mean, that's the only one I can think of that does it. She lives off Kohl's cash and the 30% off discounts that she gets on the magazines and the mailers that come in, which shot JCPenney's in the foot when they got away from that tactic and just went up with straight up pricing. That was a big flop because people go in like they don't care about straight up pricing. They want to feel good that they're getting a deal. People want to feel like they're getting a deal. However, as you know me, I absolutely hate and loathe discounts. They are the devil. Discounts are the devil. If you're going to be doing anything for the end of the year when it comes to promoting a sale or doing anything of such, especially if you're a service-based business, bundle it. Okay, if you're going to give a discount, give a slight decrease on the bundle with an add-on, because you're still going to end up higher in the profit margins, and you're going to be doing less work because you're doubling it up on the one client instead of having to bring on 2 or 3 clients because you discounted 20 or 30% or whatever, which is dumb. Don't do that.
Yeah, that's when your cost of goods really factors into your profit margins. You should be careful when it comes to discounting.
Absolutely. I mean, and time isn't free either. So again, when you bundle it, if you're already at the property, right? And you typically charge for an hour to do something that takes a half hour, you can knock out the deal, whatever it is, while you're doing the other deal and combine it, and that's how you win, at least on an hourly basis versus a materials cost basis as well.
Yes. Always remember, I think it really depends on what your profit margins are and what you are selling. Service-based businesses, you're right. It's going to equate into more time, but whether that might be labor costs or even expenses that you're giving away, cost of goods. And it's also, I think, we're talking about what, 29 days until January 1st. It's also a time that you talked about getting that head start when people are some of people are just kind of laying low. And I think it's really a good opportunity to get in front of people because they are in front of the TV. They are in front of their screens during this family time. And even though they're spending time with family, how many family events do you go to where people are still on their phones, Brandon?
Well, I get yelled at for being on my phone at family events. So, I mean, somebody's always on their phone for something, whether I don't know what they're doing on it, whether checking a message or whatever, but playing a game. So, I mean, if you're going to advertise on mobile during the holiday season, figure out the games that people are playing and advertise on those games.
Yeah, I have to give a little credit to a recent marketing campaign that I saw I thought it was pretty mighty clever. It's kind of a free throw night tonight. So if hashtag where you're watching from down in the comments. What's up, Jonathan? Great to see you, fellow ClickFunnels ambassador. Hey, when's our next meeting? But
I don't know. Need to have it soon.
Yeah. But I want to just give a little shout out. I don't know if you've seen it recently, but one of the all-time OG ClickFunnels guys, Steve Larson, him and Marley had a Black Friday special. Did you happen to catch their ads or the content that they put out for it?
Nope.
I thought it was really clever, really clever. Wait a minute. Hey, oh, that's okay. I thought I saw the word paired underneath a comment in the show, and I think that just means that she commented on your post.
Yeah, Miss Sharon Jones. Yeah, we had a conversation early this morning, 6 a.m. my time, 10 p.m. her time, and just kind of caught up, and she's doing well. And surprisingly, she ended up booking a meeting with me Tuesday morning, and I missed it because one, I wasn't expecting a call to be booked at 6 a.m. She booked it like late Monday night after the webinar that I did for the 3 biggest mistakes small business owners make, which is going to be my weekly series for 2026. So get ready and used to seeing me go live at least once or twice a week with that presentation. I'm going to say it until I'm sick of saying it.
That's good. That's good. I think it's going to give you a real good opportunity to kind of tweak it, change it, or yeah, see you on there.
Yeah,
Congratulations on that.
I definitely got to come up with a better stack and close towards the end of it, other than my time for the conversation. I probably should sell the course that that I recently put together, or sell the actual program itself, and not do a free audit. I don't know. I'm still kicking it around. I think from the 45-minute presentation going into the course to then a phone call to sell the actual implementation could be the way to go, or I just sell the implementation. I just haven't worked that kink out. I just need to get the presentation down and the cadence and the speech and all that kind of stuff. That's what I'll be working on, really.
Yeah, yeah. And I just want to say that Shaz is you're just everywhere now, Shaz. I got invited to I guess I got invited to a special invitation into a school group, Icons, and I didn't know Shaz was in there too. I did see your post in there, Shaz, about yeah, I think I at least put it a little like underneath there, but that was really cool. Webinar though, and or when you talked about webinars and you talked about being able to do it over and over and over again, it just brought to my mind the VSL that Russell released just about a week ago.
Yeah.
I happen and you've seen it, right?
Yep.
Wow, it's just influence and being able to get people to click and watch. Russell he's a master at it. He is a master at it. I think the video was, to me, it had my head spinning.
It was I wouldn't call it weird. It was a bit dark, I guess.
It was.
To put it. And kind of the subjects that it talked about, it really didn't bring anything new, because he still recycled a lot of his old stuff, a lot of the old stories in there. And I was like, okay, well, I heard this a bajillion times already. So it really didn't like hook me because I knew it was kind of promoting into the selling online event. Well, what I didn't like was the close and how he said, "Oh, we're never going to do this again," when he's done it every month for the past 6 months. At the end of the month, he's run the selling online event. Whether or not he does it live or does a recorded version of it, I don't know. But I mean, I've already bought I think I bought the second iteration of it. And I was kind of going through it the other day.
So have you heard the before Bernay and after Bernay?
Have I heard of that?
Yeah.
The Bernay Principle? No. I did find that book and download it, though, that they talked about in the video.
Yeah. I actually did. I don't know. I think it was probably the way that the stories were told. I think he did. It was a really storytelling, but it was dark. Yeah, it was dark. And how he talked about the evil forces and a few people being able to actually pretty much manipulate the masses. And think that's when he talked about what is just the driven and the drifters. Did he talk about that, or am I just cross-referencing that with something I heard in his Secrets of Persuasion? No, his Persuasion Secrets. Wait a minute, it's a self-persuasion masterclass.
Yeah, that's 4 Secrets of Success, and yeah, that's a cross-reference. He didn't mention that at all.
Okay, but I did get the story and the way he talked about how what he was able to. I think he talked about, the secret being passed down to Dan Kennedy, and
Mhm.
then him, and then Dan Kennedy making his adjustments, and then him studying under Dan Kennedy, and then him being able to have this secret weapon. And that, when it came to his webinar presentation at the 10X GrowthCon. And I thought I heard him. I just thought I heard him talk about it a little bit differently, just to really absorb the practice that it takes to master it, and the repeated iterations, the 75 times doing this webinar. I think that, I don't, for some reason, that number 75 just really said to me, he's done it a lot.
Yep.
That's
Well,
a lot, dude.
I'm gonna do mine 67 times and become a master at it after that.
That's a lot, dude. How many people can do that? I mean, because when you look at most people, they're gonna. Are you there?
I'm here.
Oh man, you're stuck, man. You're stuck with this smile, with this smug look on your face. Okay, now you're unstuck. You had this smug look on your face. But how many people will do it 60? Well, no, I'm about to say 6'7", like you. 67. How many people are willing to do the same webinar over and over and over and over again? That is something that is rare.
Yeah, I mean, but that's what he had to do. I mean, Russell even said, even in his, because this is like a rehash from the perfect webinar funnel that he had when he gave away for $7 the perfect webinar script or whatever. He did that presentation every week for a year to sell ClickFunnels, and every week he got on. I think he even did it like 2 times a day. Every week, or twice a day every week. He did like an afternoon and an evening webinar. And that's how he got, I don't know, the first 10,000 subscribers to ClickFunnels, and then it kind of, grew from there. So, which is cool. And I know, I mean, it's like we've been
kind of one thing.
Saying
it is one thing, huh?
I said, yeah, saying it's one thing, doing it's another. We've been on here pretty consistently for a year. I think we missed like maybe one time, maybe 2 times this year, maybe even just the once.
Maybe once.
I think just once this year we missed. It was back in October. Yeah, I think it was October, November, something like that. But we've been consistent here every week, putting a show out, getting a little bit of traction every show, get more views, more activities, and that's just what it takes. But he did it twice every week,
right
consistently.
Yeah, you know what, we should give ourselves a pat too, right?
We're not there yet. I don't know if you picked up any affiliates from the show or not. I know I haven't. I've gotten a lot of traffic to my links from the show, I can tell you that. But and with Facebook crushing our lives after 30 days, it's a little bit disheartening. But they still live on YouTube there, so there's that.
I think back in the day, I think when we first started, we were probably looking at 1 to 2 views.
I think we're getting at least double digits now. I think we're getting at least double digits now.
I think we're in the hundreds, at least the hundreds or more. We're at least in the hundreds or more. I mean, go back and look at actually, because we're in the ClickFunnels group, ours are getting 200 to 300 views on a weekly basis. Yeah, and that's not counting the other views that are on our personal socials and the views that are on YouTube. So yeah, we're reaching at least 100 plus people every week. How about that?
And think about it. It's like I think Hermosi recently had a short video clip or something like that, or a podcast or whatever I listened to, and he was talking about selling one to many and things like that. And to think about it, people get upset no, actually he was talking about niching your content down, of course, like always. Everybody says niche your content down and speak specifically to the person that you want to sell it to, because the thought and the mentality is you want to try to reach as many people as possible, when ideally you don't. Comparative to having 10,000 views on a video of everybody that aren't going to do anything, or 300 people that are your ideal customer that are more likely to buy. I mean, I'd rather have the 300 who are close to ready to buy than the 10,000 people that are dust in the wind, so to speak. And that's what's really, really important. So I don't see it as a loss that only 20 people watch the video, because that's 20 people that could be sitting in front of me that I'm pitching to potentially buy. I mean, as opposed to just sitting one-on-one across from somebody when I was selling insurance belly to belly. Like if I knew this webinar stuff when I was selling insurance, shit, I'd be doing my kitchen table presentation every week, selling the insurance, and then the call to action would be to call me up and tell me which plan you want. So that's what I wish I could do, but I don't think that was really allowed. I think if they found out I was doing that, I would have gotten cut loose. Because
yeah, we've got more than 100 episodes under our belt. So you just think that, okay, so even think with us going one every week, that's just at the most 52.
yeah.
At the most 52 lives. Yeah. And it's maybe they're not presentations, but we're up there in the number of consecutive lives, or the number of lives that we've done over the year. And I don't think there's a lot of people that can say that they are continually going, because we've both seen people come and go. We've seen people start and stop, and and then you're like, oh man, what happened? Where did that go? So saying doing 72 presentations sounds like a lot, but I can imagine just actually doing it a lot.
Yeah.
And remember what I paid attention what Russell said when he really talked about, because I think he was really trying to make the distinction between before selling on stage was the thing, and it really hit me how of course I've heard the story with him going to that one going to sell on stage, and then absolutely nobody nobody rushing to the back of the room. That's got to be pretty embarrassing. And the way he described it, he was like, he stood in the back of the room with his order form, and no one even came up to talk to him and ask him about his speech, right?
No, not at all. And he just sat in his room and ate Haagen-Dazs and
Shrimp
and coconut shrimp. Yeah. So, so I was just looking at my YouTube channel, all the live videos that I have done in the past 2 years. I'm up to 112 over the past 2 years. So 112 times divided by 52 is 2.1 episodes. Actually, sorry, not 52.
Because that's
104. Yeah, 104. Yeah, hold on. Clear. 112 divided by 104 is one a week. I've been doing one a week for the past 2 years, and that includes this show, which we probably missed last year, but I have others with my podcast, Business Growth Accelerator, and a couple of other interviews on there to kind of make up for it. So yeah, it's crazy. And a lot of them don't have any views. So I probably need to go back and edit titles and do all that kind of stuff to SEO them. But
Hey,
yeah.
hey, we've got AI now, and you know what you can do? I'm gonna give you that tip. Okay. You're gonna go into your favorite chat assistant and you say, what you want to say is watch this video and give me a SEO optimized description for this video, and then you paste the link for the video. SEO optimized. Yep, I seen it, and I'm like, wow. And
Now,
you know,
should I use Claude? Should I use Claude, GPT, or Gemini? I got all three.
you know, I think okay, so I can't take credit for that, okay? But I will go ahead and just tell you where I saw it from, because I think I've seen this guy putting out some really good new information for really being able to use AI to, and it's like I said, you know what Jeff Hunter said on that video? He said that AI lets you build faster. And that's what it is. It lets you build faster. What might have taken long time, you can create it so fast now that you can, it helps you to bring on more capacity when you can bring something in, move it out, bring something in, and not take a long time to, you know, go back and try to discover what you said and then try to put descriptions in there. But this guy who's been doing it is Alaric Heck. Do you know Alaric?
I've heard the name.
He is the YouTube ads guy. I met him, I think, in 2022. It was one of the funnel hacking lives out there in Florida. And I did, you know, one of my interviews with him. And he said, YouTube ads beat Facebook ads hand down. He's that guy.
I remember him. Yeah, I remember that guy.
Yeah. If you follow, if you haven't been following him lately, he's been putting out some notable prompts and new hacks that to you know, to use AI. And I think he is recommending, I think, Gemini. I think there's a deeper thought that you could select on the models. And he says select the deeper thought model and then let it go and then summarize that. And then you can also get it to make thumbnails for you too. And I've kind of put it down to go back and really and look at those again. And also I'm gonna, you know, just give that out too. If anybody wants the information, reach out to me and I think I've saved the links to his profile to where you can see some of these posts. But you can also tell it to summarize, create an SEO optimized blog from this video. And then you just paste the link of the video, and then the AI will go in and he says, here's the difference too. Okay. So you don't just want to tell it to just read the video. You don't want to just tell it, because it may just kind of look at the transcript, but you want to make sure to tell it to watch the video, because then it's going to pick up on images that are in that video. It's going to pick up on certain nuances that you might have in that video. And then after you've had it, after you've had it, summarize it into an SEO optimized blog, then you tell it to create an image for the, you know, how you have a blog image, you know, main image, then you tell it to do that. Man, AI has really transformed the game. And coming into 2026, like my man says, he says 2026 is going to be the year of AI money. That's what he calls it.
It is, and if you're not taking advantage of it, you are like 100% losing. I want to show you this image that Gemini created for me because I was using it to try to get a thumbnail for the latest live that I did on Monday for YouTube. And here it is now.
All right, hold on. Let me get to it real quick. Hold on. I don't like this layout. Hold on. Okay, yeah, there's the layout. I like, okay. All right. Huh. Wow. Wait a minute. Whoa. How'd you get it to create that?
I don't know.
Great.
I just told him. I don't know.
Oh, you don't know.
I'd have to go back to the prompt to see what I put in there.
I like and what chat made that?
Gemini, Nano Banana.
Huh. Nice. Do you care to share the prompt?
I don't know. I don't know where I got it from.
Nice. And you
Hold
just
on. I'm looking now to see the there it is. Create a YouTube thumbnail that would make people want to watch a video titled the three marketing mistakes that keep small businesses broke. That's it.
Wow. And that's it? And you didn't give it any other reference?
Nope.
Okay. Wow. That is nice. That would have taken a graphic designer hours.
Probably.
Hours.
But I mean, some things that are kind of weird is like the closed and the open hanging off the dude's ties. A bit weird.
Yeah.
But I don't know, you know. Yeah. In any case.
Have you used it?
Is it on there? Yeah, it's on my last one.
Nice. Have you seen any marked improvement on it, or are you actually posting it on YouTube?
Yeah, it's streamed live to YouTube on Monday, but there's no views on it. So I think like with lives, like they don't get pushed. They don't get pushed out to the algorithm.
Yeah, I don't think so as much. I think more than likely it's just sent to your subscribers, and they're pretty much notified. But just for example, when I'm scrolling through YouTube, I cannot remember a time when I've seen a live come on that I wasn't subscribed to that channel.
Right.
You know? So I would probably think that too, is that the lives are pretty much just being put out to your subscribers. So I'm not sure if they're pushed out to non-subscribers. Just from my experience of being on YouTube, and I can't recall, having lives come on my feed that aren't directly from someone that I'm subscribed to. So got to get that subscriber count up.
I know, I only got 15, and I have 218 videos.
You got to get that subscriber count up. You got to say like, subscribe, comment. For if you're a small if you're a small business owner and you want your leaky faucets fixed, follow me. Growth Accelerator. Oh no, I'm sorry. Yeah. BKXX.
Yeah, at BKXX. YouTube.com/@BKXX. My recent series though has been a business Bible study series, and I slacked, and I don't have week 8 up. Week 9 we end up taking off for Thanksgiving, so I'm going to be doing week 9. So I got 2 weeks to record and put up. So, yeah.
I am in the process of finishing up my my excuse me, I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. I'm probably gonna have to take some medicine after today. I feel a little bit of congestion coming on, a little bit of scratchy throat. Just our weather's changed here. It's gotten colder. So I am actually yeah, we're feeling it a little bit now. And
Mm.
I'm finishing up with the tutorial that I started a couple weeks ago, uh, showing how to connect that MCP server to your ClickFunnels account. And then I've also got a few other little bonus videos that is just going to be on a series of about 6 videos about the ClickFunnels MCP server. We had we'd gone over the MCP server for about 3 weeks straight, right? And
Yep.
I think the bottom line assessment of it is that it is amazing.
It is. I still got that blog post I got to get edited and published from the other day, and then clean up that lead magnet that we talked in Gamma, and then make that go live. So probably do that on Friday. In addition to that, newsletters getting cranked back up again. I was like 9-month hiatus on it. Apologies in advance, but now with these language models being as good as they are, and I love how the way Claude actually writes, that's going to be coming back. And so if you're not subscribed to it, you're going to want to be subscribed for 2026. I already got the whole thing mapped out and ready to rock and roll for you. And the pre-launch, I guess, or the runway, or whatever you want to call it, to get you ready for 26 is starting for these next 3 weeks, and you don't want to miss next Mondays. So sign up. I'll put the link in the comments below on my Facebook feed, and you're going to want to sign up for it for sure.
Yes, yes. We see. Sorry about that. Yeah. So yeah, we've got a full 4 weeks left in this year, 2025. So 2025 is not over yet. There's still some exciting things happening in this month of December. One, since we're just talking about it, kind of freestyle. Hold on, was okay. I just muted out. Otherwise, I would have sneezed right into the mic. Oh, yeah. Additionally, not only are we, that new MCP server that's coming out, that it's definitely a good opportunity to start getting used to it, starting to use it, and just seeing exactly what it can do for you, and actually just see how how you can put these tasks in there, and it'll go right into your ClickFunnels account, and it'll pull out this data for you if you'd like, or it can create full courses for you. And that's new. It's coming out. And if you're happen to be inside of Offer Lab too, I think Russell just made an announcement today. He just made an announcement today about a brand new partner playbook, and it's starting tomorrow. It's starting tomorrow. Well, he's selected a few of the top super affiliates that were on stage there at the Offer Lab launch to run these webinars. And I can't say that I completely understand exactly what it means, because I think I just got the message a few hours before we came on live tonight. So I haven't had a chance to, really dive deep into it. If you are in that Offer Lab, if you're in Offer Lab, there's a post that was made today by Russell Brunson, and he wants you to comment under there. Make a comment underneath it if you are interested in that opportunity. So that's our job here at Pitch Practice too, is to keep you updated on all these things that are going on inside the ClickFunnels world, Offer Labs, Secrets of Success, the marketing world. So if you are busy, like most of us are, and you haven't had a chance to check it out, we want to be those. We want to be the people that let you know about it, so that you can check it out. We're not saying check out everything that we talk about, but if you do have if something does pique your interest, and it's something that you might say, you know what, I've been looking for a way to run my webinar every week, and and you see, Brandon and I here are both here doing it, and you want to reach out to us, we definitely can help by giving you some if we can't help you, we can point you in the right direction, because we are we're just two ClickFunnels geeks. Yeah. It's funny. I'll tell you though, Brandon, I'll tell you, man, I'll tell you, it's kind of, because we talked about how we first started off, and maybe we only had 1 or 5 views, but I get people reaching out to me and says, hey, so and so told me you were the person to talk to about funnels. So it is, our content is out there, and I think people recognize the consistency, because when we're consistent, we know the platform. We know the platform because we are in there every day. I would say every day, pretty much. Maybe a day I'm not in there every now and then, but we're pretty much in there. We're keeping our hands on the pulse. We've got some back end, behind the scenes access in some instances, right?
And it was cool. And,
Mhm.
not to kind of toot the horn and things like that. I mean, we're no, I don't know what to really call it, but it does help us help you when it comes to the software. There's a lot of posts in the group, asking for help and checking things out. And, we're the go-tos to do that. So if there's any questions that you have, I mean, don't hesitate. If you see us, post in there, you are more than welcome to send us a message. I know there's rules about just sending random people messages in the ClickFunnels group, but yeah, as a moderator and Mark as an ambassador and super user, don't hesitate to reach out to us. We're happy to help show you the ropes and figure out the technical stuff that you might be frustrated with. And support is always there for you as well at outreach@clickfunnels.com.
Yes. Yes. So so that's what I see happening out here in the in the funnel world right now. But like I said, that announcement was made a couple hours before we came on, so I have not gotten full details on it, but I did raise my hand and say, I want to be a part of this. Are you going into Offer Lab? Did you happen to see it or anything?
Just commented. So
Oh, you did?
yep.
You just made.
So we'll see what happens with it. I need to get back in there and go to through the other trainings and things like that. I have not taken advantage of that one webinar that I know you've done.
Yep.
So I got to figure that out, and I know they don't want it blasted on the socials, so I may have to just do a private Riverside webinar. So be on the lookout for that. I'll probably get that done by next Friday. And I will be kind of promoting that the rest of the week and the weekend once I have the funnel and all that kind of stuff set up. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I mean, Offer Lab is great. More people need to be on it. The offers in there are getting better. The first ones in there were pretty campy and cheesy, and the payouts weren't that great. But I think people are starting to get the hang and the flow of it. I know a lot of people were saying it's taken away from the development of ClickFunnels 2.0. I don't think so. I think that Russell's just doing a good job of bringing more people into it. So there's just more of an opportunity for things to break, so to speak, in the sense that they're just discovering the bugs, just like when the beta launch happened. There's the only way to know if something's broken is to give somebody the tools to use it and then fix it later. So don't sleep on it. Don't sleep on anything. When it comes to these two programs, the synergies between the two are phenomenal. I have an offer up there. You saw my offer, right? The AI chatbot and receptionist. So that's connected to OfferLab. I'm still deathly afraid of somebody actually buying it and me figuring out how to fulfill it. In the sense that it's hosted on ClickFunnels and sold through there. It's being pushed through OfferLab for that to work back and forth, and then I have to fulfill it on a completely different platform, and then figure all that stuff out and coordinate a time to get it all set up and call the customer and get his business information and all that kind of stuff. So
that's the old like you launch this funnel and you're so excited, and then all of a sudden someone buys.
Yes, if someone buys it, I'm like, oh, crap. How am I gonna get this fulfilled now and done in a timely manner? Because I signed up because I did the Zendrop deal because they had a Black Friday deal, so I did it for the year. It was like $150 or something like that, crazy stupid deal. And I found a product that was great. It was like business templates for Canva or whatever. So digital download. But I signed up for it, and then it never got fulfilled to me. I also end up losing $1 on my own purchase because with the price that I set it at versus what I had to pay to get it, it didn't go through proper. Well, I mean, it went through, but I don't know. It was weird. But then I got a notification that they ended up lowering the price of the deal, so they ended up canceling the whole thing and refunding me my money. So I didn't lose any money, but it was really weird that it wasn't an instant deal, especially for a digital download. And that's one thing that just kind of concerned me when it comes to the drop shipping is the time it takes for the fulfillment to happen. Somebody buys a digital download, they kind of want it right then and there for it to happen. So I may have a workaround for it. Might end up just kind of skirting the Zendrop deal and buying all the things and reselling them myself. So it's like,
and just holding inventory.
Well, it wouldn't be so much holding the inventory because I mean, once you have the download, they buy it. You just give them access to it in their customer center.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
You just make a mini course, like you just make a course, and like each module is the download. And so if they buy that particular download, they get subscribed to the course and that particular module. If they try to go to any of the other modules, then you can sell them you can upsell them the other things from there, push them to that funnel. So that would definitely be a project in itself to build out because I think there's like 20 or so products. So yeah, it'd be 20 funnels. That's a lot. That's a lot of work. Anybody want to build that for me? Go ahead and put it in the comments below.
Yeah, but
I'll pay you on commission if they sell.
But the thing is that with AI, it could just make it so much faster. But I have a tendency to start picking up these projects and then like, oh, it's only going to take me. Oh, I'm going to finish this in just half a day, and then it doesn't take half a day. It takes a little bit longer than that. I do have a problem with estimating the time to complete things sometimes, and I probably shoot under a little times, like with this with this video series that I'm putting out there. But it's gonna get finished. And then the squirrel thing comes in.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I mean, just like me with the course, like I got it. It's done. The course is done. but it just needs to be refined a little bit and then push public. So the only reason why I say it's done is all the modules have been at least gone through. They just need to be redone for the branding and the interactions, and I got to get the bonuses and the downloads and all that kind of stuff created and put in there, which is it's always that finishing work that is the most tedious and pain in the butt
It's like you
thing to
get
do.
to 95% and then it's the last 2%.
Last 5% is like the hardest because it's all that little stuff that you need to button up and put together.
Yeah, yeah. Get it done. No, you had said something about and I was you literally created a lead magnet. I was going over our past episode, and we literally from start to finish created that lead magnet, which was the was it the hiring
Hiring
guide?
guide. Yep.
That was literally 3 minutes.
Yeah, 3 to 5 minutes. So didn't take very long at all. Needs refined a little bit. It's not good as a download because it gets cut off because it breaks the page breaks. So I got to finagle Gamma there to shrink it down and make it fit within the pages. And that's the little stuff that I hate. Like, why can't it just do it right the first time? Because I hate redoing work and going back over it again. That's just feels like it kills momentum.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Momentum, momentum, momentum. 4 weeks left. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep keep that foot on the pedal, keep the foot on the gas,
Mm-hmm.
keep giving it full throttle. Don't take your foot off the pedal. Maybe take a few moments to relax, especially during this holiday time. I know this could be a crazy time of year because it can, you can be taken away from, working pretty easily. I mean, at least, you got to spend some time with the family, especially this time of year. When are your kiddos out of school?
But not until end of the month.
Okay.
Yep.
Still a few weeks left. I think there's some people, is it graduating now?
Yeah, for winter semester, yeah, there'd be people graduating.
Yeah, yeah. So I would say keep your foot on the gas. I know that just other things are really vying for my time right now. Like
Yeah,
this.
a lot of like what? Oh, pitch practice, of course. Yeah, you got to do it every week.
Oh no, I'm not talking about pitch practice. I'm just talking about just other things that just but it's all good. It's all good. That's all good. What else have you seen out there? What other interesting things have you seen out there in the ClickFunnels world, online marketing, secrets of success, uh, Offer Lab, Business Growth Accelerator? Any news on your content posting on TikTok or
I have not been on TikTok in probably about as long as I've not written a newsletter, which is bad. So again, as I mentioned, newsletter's firing up. Link in the comment to sign up. You're not going to want to miss 2026. I will do 52 newsletters. I promise you that. Okay, I promise you, or I'll pay you $1. Okay, I will pay you $1 if I don't do 52 newsletters if you sign up. So go ahead, prove me wrong, make me broke, sign up for the newsletter.
is that
No,
is
what I
that
saw,
Cash App or Cash?
it'll be Venmo. Okay, Venmo. I will Venmo you $1 if I do not hit 52 newsletters starting in January through the end of 2026. It is recorded, stamped right here live. So sign up, especially if you're a home service business, roofers, plumbers, electricians, dog walkers, dog groomers, landscapers, anybody like that. So no, I got put on this list. Mark Joyner and some other guy. I can't think of the guy's name. We're off the top of the head. Let's see if it's in my calendar here. Who is it?
Okay, don't lose that.
The
And I'm going to ask.
the Geeking Out Foundation Partners launch. I don't know who. I don't know who sent this to me.
And I did want to ask you about something too. So, what happened with that that 10X conference in Arizona?
I mean, I still have a ticket to go. They keep trying to get me to go down there. I have a free ticket, but it's going to be about $2,000 to go down for hotel stay and flight and all that kind of stuff. And had some things happen with a client that hasn't paid yet, so I don't have the money to go, which kind of sucks.
Is that in January?
Yeah, it's in January.
Okay. So what okay. I think 2026 will be a year to actually go out and attend more live events. We still don't have a funnel hacking live. And oh my gosh. Grant Cardone has said that's his last 10X conference too, right?
Yeah, no more 10X conferences. So I think they're going to focus on their local events, their local 3-day events that they have down in Miami and out in Arizona, for those more intimate settings to continue to sell their coaches and courses that way. I'm looking forward to going to more connects. I think the Columbus one kind of petered for a minute there, but I think that's going to start back up again. So yeah, look for those towards the end of the month.
There may be one coming to the Dallas area, and I know I've been speaking with someone that's in that area, talking to them about putting it together. I don't think the details have been set yet, but those are still going to be opportunities to get together in a in-person setting. Yeah.
Yeah. In my hometown, I mean, there's now a facility that can be used to do one. There's a networking space that just opened up here recently. So I'm trying to get in cahoots with the owner of that to see if we can kind of partner up. I know they're trying to sell some online business courses as part of their memberships to join. So, they're selling the courses. I'm going to see if I can partner up with them to do the implementation. And that kind of gave me, I mean, that idea came from Mark Joyner, and I just found the email I was looking for. The guy's name is Matt Bacak, Bacak, or yeah, hopefully I'm not butchering it. But several weeks back, him and Mark Joyner did a webinar kind of talking about partnerships. Integration marketing is the term for it. But I got put on Matt's list, and he kept sending me this webinar for a newsletter today to partner up with this newsletter thing. Obviously I didn't, but as he was going through the story, one of the things that he talked about was a review from Russell Brunson, because Russell actually learned from this guy, and the techniques that he learned from Matt helped him grow his newsletter list. So it's funny how it's kind of coming full circle that the student's now the master's still teaching and tooting his horn that he taught one of the new masters now. So it's all incestuous, man. Everything that you're seeing now, all these people, all these all these marketers and things like that, they all learn from the same ancient people, and it's nothing new. I'm not saying that it's not good, but it's just neat to see the family tree, so to speak, grow. And I know it all kind of goes back to Kennedy and Perry Belcher, Mark Joyner, and who's the guy? Who's the copywriting guy?
Halbert.
Yeah, Gary Halbert, and like those guys. So I don't know. I'm kind of geeking out about it now, but
It's
it's just neat to learn the history and the evolution of it.
yeah, it's sort of an upgraded version of the original principles with maybe a few added uh things for the changing the changing environment that we live in every day, the changing social media landscape. I think the principles still stay the same, but it's just the tools that we have available to practice those principles, and then sometimes there are sometimes I think there are strategies that work for a while, and then sometimes they they stop working for some time. I'll just say, for example, you go through these phases on Facebook where everybody's making these certain kind of videos, right? You've seen them with the talking babies, and then it just gets to be a little bit too much, and then the talking Sasquatches. Man, I can't even think of how many you know trends like that we've gone through this past year, 2025, right?
The Sasquatch thing was kind of cool. I liked it,
Yeah, but then
and I really want to know. I really wanted to know the application they use, but there's this one. I can't think of the channel. I don't see it too much anymore, but it's kind of more of the darker Sasquatch deal. And then they got political, and then they kind of lost their way, and I think the algorithm kind of pushed them off to the side.
yeah. Then you go through a phase where there's new social media channels. And then there's just different ways of you know getting people to show up for your webinars. There's different strategies that people have learned. But yeah, we all will follow it all. Hey, maybe we should have a best of episode.
Best of what? So you mean I got to go through all 112 videos that I got on my?
No, maybe just
feed?
a favorite, a best of 2025.
Okay, maybe next week.
A best of, or maybe the because what is it? New Year's Eve episode, right? We've got a New Year's Eve episode coming up. Yep.
Yeah, it is the 31st. Should be able to do that. Can't miss the last week of the year.
Will you be able to make that one?
I should be able to. Might have to do it earlier in the day.
Okay. I don't think I should miss it. I don't think right now, but all right, let's plan for that. Maybe right now we'll start to look at some other stuff. Like, I don't know, I was looking through some old videos on YouTube and I saw that one that I sent you this past week, and I was like, man, that was a freaking good lead magnet you had back then, Brandon. The one I sent you.
Yeah, that funnel's still up. I don't think I ever got a lead from it, but at least I tried.
Oh man, that's because you're not pushing enough because you're not doing a webinar 75 days. See, you're doing
You're absolutely right.
You're doing it 3 times and it's like, oh, nothing. So that was a good freaking lead magnet. And you had it all done up with the audiogram. You could repurpose that. All you need to do is just change the language for it to say 2026, But that's
I know.
see, you put something out there and you show it to like 10 people, and then it's like, it's I didn't get any leads from it. What does Hormozy say? You got to put that out there, dude. And people wonder why they don't get any success, and they put, 10 even 10 times. And ask Hormozy how many times he's posting a day, 20 times a day.
I know. I get notifications from every freaking platform: X, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook. It's too much.
And I love when he says, if you want exceptional results, you have to be a little exceptional. You have to be a little annoying. You don't want to be annoying? You got to be a little annoying.
I know. That's true.
Grant Cardone,
That's true.
a little annoying. Russell Brunson, you got to repeat that same story over and over again, even though people say, what? I've heard this before. I've heard this before. But when they keep hearing it, it starts to, and it's crazy because here we are, and we both said the same thing about his his time when he was on stage. He was like, yep, he spent the next 3 days in the room eating what? Haagen-Dazs and coconut shrimp.
That's it.
Embedded it. That's the story for tonight. That's the story for tonight. You're going to do 52 consecutive newsletters. You're going to do 365 new webinars next year. You're not saying anything about that.
No. I will be doing the newsletters though. So yes.
But you're going to be doing a webinar every week. We've been doing Pitch Practice, the show, consistently over at least, oh my gosh, at least a 200 plus, maybe a few misses here and there. But I would say that if we have, you can count them on two hands. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
At least over, shoot, at least, yeah, maybe even one hand. Maybe somewhere between one and two hands. But that's the message for tonight and the Cyber Week, and this week leading into 2025, well, ending up 2025, going into 2026. Being consistent, being able to go out there and continue to do it over and over and over and over again. It makes you better. And the secret weapon that Russell revealed about how he was able to, and it's interesting because he said the first time that he did it and he saw the reaction, he said, boom, we're going to be rich, because he had cracked the code on that webinar. And the secret weapon that was allowing him to do that, remember, was he was able to go back and look in the comments. He was able to see the comments, and then he was able to bring up those objections in the audience's head before they verbalize them. I think that's a key when it comes to selling one-to-many, is being able to kind of, I think when you're doing it over and over like that and you get that feedback, that's when you can read the person in the audience's mind, because you can obliterate whatever objections that they are thinking of before it even comes up. And it's crazy because I heard that. I remember hearing that the first time back in the first one Funnel Away Challenge with Steve Larson. Remember? Boom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I got. We're over an hour. We're up at the top of the hour. You can take us on out, Brandon.
Dude, all I gotta say is get ready now for 2026. I mean, you should have gotten ready 2 months ago, to be honest with you, because it takes 90 days for anything to really start getting traction. But if you at least start now, just make a commitment now. No resolutions, no goals, just commit. to doing the things that we talk about and the things that you read about and actually start implementing, you're going to be better off. Like I'm still kicking myself every day that I'm not implementing what I'm learning as quickly as I should be due to whatever reasons, imposter syndrome, just not feeling it, personal issues, seasonal affective disorder, yada, yada, yada. Like whatever excuse you can throw at it, just push them to the side and just start doing the work. Don't be scared.
That's the way to go into 2026. All right, everyone. Thanks for